Northwestern, Illinois. Ryan Field home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the football first. And they're going to be messes in the nation, David, and I know seeing it. Doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Murphy. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, Washington. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McNabb. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. This is a money play on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Snyder. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. D showing blitz and might be bluffing. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Throw him to the spot and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they just need a few inches for the 1st down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Snyder. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Flips it out on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Northwestern, 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half.
He's got it down the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did. And that ends up being an interception.
Quarterback may change this route. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Fires left. Makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
First down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's McNabb. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Breaks the tackle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
All kinds finds a room to throw that one in there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
He'll throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. There he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on him.
They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. 1st down, Northwestern. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive lineman.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Vanderbilt rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the back. Hard running there. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Gives it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back has it. Brings into the open. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide receiver going in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Going to the running game. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception.
He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The old coaching cliche, go where no